Hey babes, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen and I review fragrances over on Instagram and TikTok. So I have been wearing these for a couple days in a row now, both on skin and clothes. And we finally got the green light to talk about them. So I'm gonna share with you my initial thoughts on Kayali's new Vacay in a Bottle mini travel set. And I'm not gonna read you the note structure because you can find that online, and I wanna just get into like how they smell to me, what I pick up when I wear them on my skin, on my clothes, how long they wear, like all those details that you can't get just from reading a note breakdown. Mainly I wanna go into detail because if Kayali do end up releasing like them in individual full-size bottles, don't dump them out. I want you to be able to know which one of them might be more your cup of tea. There's definitely one or two that I would have to pick up in full size if they did release them that way. But it also should be helpful for you just if you're deciding like whether you want to get this whole travel set. I mean, the thing is like you're investing in the whole set, all 4 scents, and you want to make sure that most of them at least are gonna kind of like suit your vibe this summer. Now, as a tropical fragrance lover, I love my like vanilla, coconut, ylang ylang note combinations. This is just a super, super exciting release for me, and I don't know, I'm stoked. Also, these were gifted to me by the brand very kindly, but the video isn't sponsored or anything. I'm gonna read it off the box. This is Marrakech In A Bottle, Orange Blossom 24, Capri In A Bottle, Lemon Sugar 14, Maui In A Bottle, Sweet Banana 37, and Maldives In A Bottle, Ylang Coco 20. And if you're not familiar, the numbers that are on the bottom of the Kayali bottles alongside the name are the number of iterations and reformulations that Kayali had to go through before they finalized this juice that's in the bottle. So they went back to fermentation over and over to perfect these beauties. You guys, should I start with my favorite? I'm gonna start with my favorite. Okay, my favorite out of all 4. My favorite is Maui In A Bottle, Sweet Banana 37. I do notice the banana. It's more so there on my clothes than on my skin, but it's definitely there. I'm gonna say this. I have 2 fragrances to compare this to that are kind of in the same neighborhood, the same genre as Maui In A Bottle. And I think that would help you kind of like imagine this scent. Bora Bora and Jasmine of Athens. So if you've ever smelled that kind of banana jasmine tiare effect that's in Jasmine of Athens, you can kind of imagine how the banana feels like in Maui In A Bottle. Because the banana blossom note that's in Maui In A Bottle feels very similar to the banana facets that they like turned up the volume on when they were making Jasmine of Athens with the jasmine and tiare combination. So this does smell a little familiar to me, it's true. The other kind of like effect that I was getting, the like scent memory that I was connecting to this while I was wearing it was Bora Bora. And with Bora Bora, you get those really beautiful tropical florals, right? But you also have that super creamy, super like delectable Bianco latte sort of DNA in the base. And I feel like if you imagine the way that Bora Bora has that Bianco latte kind of DNA running through it alongside the tropical elements, that's kind of what you can imagine here, except with the Kayali DNA. And the Kayali DNA is their Firmenich exclusive vanilla, praline, tonka, and musk sort of like accord that creates the Kayali feeling that we all know and love. So for me, Maui In A Bottle, Sweet Banana 37, I definitely feel that greenness from a banana flower sort of essence in there, but there's also definitely that jasmine element that they've turned up the volume of the banana facet to it to create a really sweet, super creamy tropical experience. You know how Bora Bora has that DNA running through it that's just super creamy? This has the coconut milk in there that's making it really, really creamy and soft. It projects off my skin so well, honestly. Like, I don't know, this was surprising me throughout the day. It lasted all day on my skin, and it really surprised me with the wear. So if this is ever made in a full bottle, I will be buying a full size of this. It's definitely my favorite. Such a super warm, creamy, airy coconut, jasmine, banana kind of composition. My second favorite is Maldives In A Bottle. The thing with this is that it's called Maldives In A Bottle Ylang Coco 20, but I'm not getting that like classic ylang ylang that you would imagine if you are familiar with like Ylang in Gold or Butterfly by Hane Mori. That one in particular is one that came out like in the 90s. Butterfly came out like in the 90s, and it definitely is gonna like harken back to those scent memories we have of all the beautiful, amazing ladies in our life who wore those kind of ylang ylang scents, and they were super hot and rocking it, but it brings us back to those memories, right? So if you have that kind of association with ylang ylang and you sort of end up steering clear from it, I would recommend smelling this one. I don't know if Kayali are gonna release these separately. Right now I'm assuming they're just staying in the travel size mini set, but if you ever wanted to get an ylang ylang scent that really pulls fruity, modern, fun, girly, young, this is it. So Maldives In A Bottle Ylang Coco 20 is very prominently a fruity fragrance to me. This has a star fruit note that is so fun. It made me think immediately of Gushers. If you know that candy called Gushers, they're very fruity and like chewy on the outside, but then they have this juicy candy syrup on the inside. That's what this made me think of. It's like if Gushers came in a starfruit lemon flavor. So it's juicy yet chewy, which is what gave me that Gushers candy kind of connotation. There is definitely a milkiness to it, something that's like got that coconut milk in there, evening out all the other scents so that the juiciness isn't too like shampoo-y or anything, and the ylang ylang stays really soft and creamy and warm. But overall, I really experienced this as a super fruity, chewy, juicy starfruit kind of scent, paired with a creamy coconut milk and a beautiful note of ylang ylang. It is in there. It's just really like toned down and modernized in a way. When you see that top note of rosemary, I wouldn't be too worried. It is in there kind of balancing out all those other elements because the ylang ylang can go powdery and the starfruit can go like super juicy shampoo-y. But because of these like that herbal element and the floral element balanced with the very, very chewy, juicy fruit kind of notes, it really creates a beautiful composition, in my opinion. This is definitely my second favorite, and I would happily wear this any day this summer. It's so fun. It's a really fun, happy ylang ylang. My third favorite from the Vacay In A Bottle mini set is Capri In A Bottle Lemon Sugar 14. This is for all the girls who love a lemon sugar scent. I really feel like this is very much what you can expect from reading the notes. It's like, it's mouth-watering because in the beginning, that lemon is really juicy and really tart and very much present. But then the sugar comes in and it starts like, you know when like you're making a lemon drizzle for a cake and you put in all that powdered sugar onto the lemon juice and it like slowly starts sucking it up and then it becomes the lemon drizzle? That's how this smells to me. It's very, very gourmand. It's definitely a lemon scent. I think for all the girls who love a sweet citrus, like if you love Lyra, you would probably enjoy this. That's another citrus kind of caramel scent. It also lists notes of raspberry, vanilla, and musk, which I don't smell any raspberry per se. I'm really picturing that Capri lemon, but I think it still has the Kayali DNA in there. It still has the vanilla, musk, tonka, praline kind of feeling in the base. And that is just so, so lovable. It makes this a really enjoyable, fun, not sharp, not cleaning product like at all. It's definitely like a lemon drizzle on a cake kind of lemon gourmand. I was kind of like expecting a limoncello sort of experience from this. I thought like if I picture myself in Capri, I would be sipping limoncello probably all day. But I don't really get any booziness from this at all. It's just that lemon drizzle sort of feeling. It does dry down really, really beautifully on skin and clothes. On my clothes especially, by the end of the day, like we're talking the 8-hour mark, I was driving home from work and it felt like the Kayali DNA in here had really been amped up across the workday and really balanced out the lemon nicely. It was almost like the lemon was just adding a little hint of tart sweetness to the Kayali DNA. Like in the dry down, think of like lemon and tonka with a little bit of that drizzle over top. This is a beautiful, fantastic citrus sugar kind of scent because there is that like full-bodied Kayali DNA in the base that really just helps keep it interesting. It keeps it unique. It does kind of have its own personality. And I think if you like scents like Lyra, then you would probably really enjoy this. Okay, last, my least favorite. And it's not bad. It's not that it's bad. It's just, it's different than what I would expect from Kayali doing an orange blossom scent. When you hear orange blossom from Kayali, I would picture something like Love Don't Be Shy or Sintra, but with a yummier, like denser, richer kind of DNA. Again, the Kayali, praline, tonka, vanilla, and musk. And that's kind of what I was hoping for here, but it doesn't get that oomph from the DNA in the dry down or at all, in my opinion. So basically, Marrakech In A Bottle, Orange Blossom 24. To my nose, my phone, sorry, I can't talk right now. I am filming for YouTube. Anyway, Marrakech In A Bottle, Orange Blossom 24. This goes a little bit more, I'm thinking like wine. You know how wine is like sweet or dry? This goes more dry to me. It doesn't go very sweet. In the opening, I get that marshmallow sugary sweetness in the opening that I think a lot of us know and love from something like Love Don't Be Shy or Sintra. But not only does the sweetness kind of dissipate as it dries down on my skin, honestly, what I'm getting most in the base is the cedarwood. If you're someone who maybe struggles with a cedarwood note, just know that that's in here. So it definitely opens kind of like a nod to Love Don't Be Shy, but it quickly dries down and becomes much less sweet. So that feeling, that reminiscence to the orange blossom scents that we know and love is definitely present in the opening, but for me, the dry down definitely gives way to that cedarwood note. And I love a cedarwood note. So maybe expectations are kind of dampening my enjoyment of the scent. I'll kind of need to keep wear testing it. I think just because my expectation was that in the dry down, I'd be getting some sort of like praline tonka vanilla combination that really came forward to add a density to the orange blossom, but it is more akin to something like a beautiful airy orange blossom that's floral and sort of uplifted. And then as it dries down, the orange blossom gets a little soapy on my skin. I'm kind of like, I'm not somebody who thinks that cilantro or coriander tastes like soap. I love coriander. But sometimes some florals can feel really soapy to me. Like lavender sometimes can smell soapy to me. Even jasmine sometimes. But this is my first experience feeling like an orange blossom has a soapiness to it. Something that I like picture in my head so much that I can like taste it whenever I smell this on my skin. So that soapiness kind of deters me from enjoying the mid of the scent. And then once you get into the dry down, there is more of that cedarwood element to it alongside the orange blossom that is less sweet than you might expect. So although I do love a cedarwood note and I do enjoy orange blossom, I can also pick up on the pink pepper as well, which is something that I don't love. Like, I'm not a huge pink pepper or like spicy note fan in fragrances in general. So that might also be kind of swaying my experience of Marrakech In A Bottle. I don't know, just watch me like end up falling in love with this and like wearing it all day to the beach or something and being like that cedarwood, pink pepper, orange blossom girly. So who knows? I think if you paired these two together, that would be gorgeous. Because honestly, the dry down in Capri is where it's at. It's so like sweet and just delicious. And like I said, it's just dense. There's like a density to that DNA that I really love. These two together would be ideal. Let's smell them together. See, I like the pink pepper in Marrakech just kind of overpowers it for me. But I'm just very sensitive to like a pink pepper note or a spicy note. So just keep that in mind if you're kind of also somebody who doesn't always love the peppery experience that can come with some fragrances. 3 out of the 4 are definitely very floral. So keep that in mind. If you pick up this set and you enjoy all 4 of them, or even if one of them is kind of like just a little outside your comfort zone, try layering them, wearing them together. That's like the whole point of Kayali, right? So in true Kayali fashion, let's talk about some layering combos. My 4 favorite Kayali scents ever were these ones. Utopia Vanilla Coco, Silk Santal, Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, and Vanilla 28. The first thing I'm thinking about is my favorite one, Maui In A Bottle, and that beautiful banana-esque kind of facet to it, along with a really creamy coconut, which would be perfectly complemented by Utopia Vanilla Coco. I literally only have like a third left of this bottle. I don't know if you can tell. I've used more than half of this bottle. I think these would pair beautifully together. Maui In A Bottle would bring that banana facet that I love in both Ylang Ylang and Jasmine and kind of the tiare flower family. Paired together, oh my god, what a combo this would be. This is so rich and vanillic and coconutty, and I think paired with the banana faceted banana flower and jasmine in this, 10 out of 10. For my second favorite, Maldives, I would want to layer it first with Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. The super sweet, juicy starfruit kind of like gushers connotation to this really made me think about pairing it with vanilla candy. And I think this would just like amp up the sweetness and the depth and density of the vanilla side of it. And then the Ylang Coco kind of profile, it would just bring such a cool tropical feeling to this vanilla candy sort of gorgeousness. Silk Santal with Capri. I think that the beautiful lemon drizzle in Capri In A Bottle would go so perfectly with Silk Santal. I really have a fear of like using up this perfume, so I barely use any, but when I do wear it, I spray just like a teeny bit on my chest so that I'm really the only one who can smell it throughout the day. And that's kind of been my hack for wearing Silk Santal, so that I don't go through too much of it, because yeah, I'm gonna panic when this gets low. Just imagine Silk Santal with a lemon drizzle. Oh my god, match made in heaven. Marrakech In A Bottle needs a little bit of that classic Kayali DNA, Vanilla 28. I think pairing these two together would sort of like balance out that pepperiness of the pink pepper that's in Marrakech In A Bottle with the like really soft, warm tonka and vanilla that is in Vanilla 28. So I imagine the two of these paired together with this very stark orange blossom scent would be perfect. So if you do decide to get the set, please let me know what your thoughts are. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.